I don't want to put makeup on, so I'm not going to put makeup on. I'm sorry. This is my new one piece. I've been living out of this. I got it on Shein for like, I don't know, but they have so many cute pajamas there, and like I got this thinking like, oh, it's so like granny and cozy, and then HoneyBii is like, you can't go out in that, that's like lingerie. I'm like, no it's not, it's just a onesie, it's just a floral onesie. I don't know. So funny. But anyway, you guys, it is the middle of the day. Your girl lives out of her pajama onesies now, and in today's vlog I want to do kind of a summer recap of all the footage that I captured like casually on my phone that wasn't ever enough to be a full real vlog. So when we were doing the Japan series, I just kind of like, I don't really vlog when I'm in the middle of those series, so I just kind of am consistently editing and not vlogging anything. And if I do remember to get some clips, it's kind of like snippets here and there of like points of time that I thought were a little more of interest than the normal day-to-day. So let's go over and kind of enjoy this little snippet of my summer together. It's actually almost Halloween. I think today is like October 10th, and I found out from my neighbor that last year's Halloween in our neighborhood was actually like busy with trick-or-treaters, and like the neighborhood we were living in previously had like nobody. So this is the first year HoneyBii and I actually have to be like adults and hand out candy for trick-or-treaters. Yeah, I'm like, ooh, okay, new life upgrade. But I started to collect little items that I can decorate the outside of the house with closer to like Halloween. I'm like, pardon the mess. I feel like our house is always messy. I just can't keep up. But I got these like seemingly glow in the dark skeletons that I'm gonna hang above our garage, but they don't actually glow in the dark, so it's like false advertising from Dollar Tree. So I just got these like tea light candles that I'm gonna like turn on at night. And then I got these little skulls that I put tea light candles in that I'm also gonna turn on at night. And then these jack-o'-lanterns. They're carvable hollow foam pumpkins that I got from Dollar Tree, and I carved them myself, and that actually is so good because it is just so freaking hot here all the time in Texas, in Austin, that like, you guys, it's like mid-October right now and it's still 34 degrees Celsius like every single day, and that doesn't work for carved pumpkins. Like they'll rot, they'll go squishy, disgusting, attract all the hornets, like no go. So I'm like, this is better because, you know, I don't have to worry about them rotting. And then alternatively, I can even like save them and use them next year if I wanted to, which is amazing. And we got Haru sleeping on the kotatsu. This year I'm actually going to make a proper kotatsu blanket. I bought this fabric from Joann's, the fabric store. I'm going to make a proper kotatsu table. And you might notice this in the background. It's like wart cream. It's not for us, it's for Haru. He has like a callus on his foot. We asked the vet about it. Can we actually see it? I don't know. Is it this one, Haru? No, you won't let me see? Okay. And they said it's just a callus and not to worry. So let's get comfy, cozy, and chat about what my summer was like. And of course, I'm gonna have my second cup of coffee of the day. I told myself today I would have less coffee because I've been having bad energy, like in terms of the fact that like I crash so hard midday and I literally can't function. Like I zonk the F out, like I'm passed out, KO, dead. And then like I'm like that until like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. And I just can't, I feel like I can't achieve anything. And today is the first day that I had my first coffee, and then after I finished that, I didn't immediately hop into another cup of coffee, and instead I hopped into a cup of green tea. And it's midday, I don't feel zonked, I feel normal, my energy levels feel normal. So I'm treating myself to a second cup now, a few hours after my first cup, so we'll see how that goes. But we're gonna have this as a chatty vlog where I kind of put clips over top of me chatting. So gosh, where did it start? Oh yeah, so right when I got back from Japan, I just wanted to take the opportunity. I think like HoneyBii was away visiting family at this point, and so I took the opportunity to buy some things for the house because he's always like, he's so good, he's so frugal, and like, you know, never wants to buy furniture or anything. So like every time we've gotten furniture, it's usually when I sneak around and do it. And I'm like, okay, we need this. He keeps saying no, but I know we need it. So I got this carpet from Wayfair for under the kitchen table because we didn't have one in our rental house. And in this living space, that whole area just felt so vacant for me. And I'm like, in this house, this table needs an under carpet. So I got this under carpet. It was like super reasonable at the time. I can't remember the cost, but I'll try to link it in the description box for you guys. Gorgeous carpet, reasonably priced, and it fits perfectly under the table. And then, of course, we needed to finally upgrade to some proper dining chairs. And you guys, like, being an adult is so hard. I don't know if you've gotten to this point in life yet, but furniture is so dang expensive and it will blow your mind. Like, I just can't justify spending like $200 on one chair. And then you need 6 of them if you want to have guests, like insane. So for the whole time we had the rental house, we just had 2 chairs from like the Goodwill, just that we had something, and we didn't really ever host at all, so that was fine. Like when we did, it was just like family, we just brought some other chairs over. But I found these chairs on Facebook Marketplace, and it was like a set of 6 for, I kid you not, like $150 a set of 6. And they definitely required a little work, but the wood and the cane was in like perfect condition. And it's so hard to find like beautiful French provincial style wood cane chairs that don't have damaged cane. Like that's the back like lacing of on the back, and I was like, holy shit. So I went all the way to San Antonio. I drove and I grabbed them off this lady, and they were so great, but the chair cushions were just stinky, and they didn't smell like urine or cigarette smoke or anything like that. They just smelled old and musty, like they've seen their days, they've seen their time. Many people sat on them, you know. So I thought I could use my Bissell cleaner to clean them, and it wasn't cutting it. And I was like, you know what, we're just going to completely do the foam underlay, and I'll insert the rest of those clips here. I'm just vlogging on my phone right now. I'm kind of thinking I might just start vlogging on my phone. I don't know, it's just so much easier. But, so you guys remember the dining room chairs that I got on Facebook Marketplace? Well, when I was cleaning them, I was like, this is working so well, yada yada. Then when they dried, I was like, they still smell. I can't get this smell gone. And then I realized, okay, these cushions are probably so old, so used, that I guarantee the dirt, the grime, the smell has penetrated the under cushion padding. And sure enough, it did. It reeked. So I've come to the acceptance that I need to completely reupholster the chair cushions. But fortunately, it's like not as difficult as I thought it would be. I watched a YouTube video, and it was as simple as unscrewing like 4 screws from the base, getting the cushion pad off and whatnot. All the material I got ended up costing me $100 for like the fabric, the cushion from Joann, because Joann's like always 40% off everything. It's like an American, I don't know if it's Texas only, but it's like an American like fabric sewing. Oh, hi sis. Hey. I was like, I felt something nudging my foot. I'm like, what's going on? So funny. But anyway, it's like an American fabric sewing craft store, mostly sewing though, and like shit like that. But the wood, underwood, I didn't realize it wasn't like water protected, so it got a little water damaged when I was cleaning it, because I was really trying to deep clean it and yada yada. So now I have the wood drying, and because the wood got a little water damaged, once it's dry, it doesn't have the same stability that it once had. So I'm using some Home Depot, like $20 for a roll, wire fencing under it as a double secure base, and just hoping that gives it the extra security it needs. But I still am keeping the original wood bases because they have like the pocket screws that are required for like attaching the cushion to the chair itself. I don't want to have to like buy wood, get wood cut, like that's not the kind of project I signed into. So I'm just going to dry it, secure the base with the wire fencing, and then reupholster the cushion bases, and I'll try to include you guys with it. I've never reupholstered anything before, so let's see how this goes. So I have this cambric, which is a type of dust and debris repellent. It's not water repellent, but it's like dust repellent to help preserve the under padding of like cushions and stuff. So I did this 2-inch cushion foam, which is what's recommended for upholstering. I got it from like Joann's, and then I didn't have enough, so I got another one from Amazon for like 20 bucks. And then I cut them to the shape of the base board that came with the chairs now that they're dry. So I have almost all 6 done. These 2 slightly water damaged ones are still a little damp, so I'll do them last. Like not today. And then I took the cambric and I staple gunned it right to the base and pulled it as taut as possible to create the cushion. And it's like super firm, but I'm gonna go in with this like packing puff after, because the original chairs had like a layer of this after the foam, and I'm going to just do like a little bit of that just to give it a little more lift and a little more cushioning. And then once that puff is on, then I'll put the final like decorative coating. But for upholstering, I saw that people usually do the cambric and then the upholstery fabric, like the decorative, but I could only find black cambric, and that doesn't fare well with the light color of the decorative fabric that I got. So I'm doing it a little bit reverse, but that's okay, because packing puff is always easy to replace, while the under foam is a little bit more complicated. So we'll see how this goes. But for the extra fabric, I'm just gonna trim off around the edges now with a pair of scissors. But yeah, so I did the whole recushioning of the chairs, and it was a little more work than it should have been. And if I just hopped directly into doing the refurbishing, like the reupholstering of the seats, it would have been way easier. But because I tried doing the Bissell first, it caused a lot of water damage to the underwood, and it would have just been so much easier if I skipped that whole process and went right into the reupholstering. It was so freaking easy. So you guys, if you're ever looking for chairs, like dining chairs on Facebook Marketplace, and you find a set and you just hate the color of the seats, I kid you not, it's so freaking easy to reupholster chairs. You just need a staple gun, some under upholstery foam, and then the fabric of your choice, and like some of that other black fabric that I used. It's so like $100 for all the materials, so easy. But then after that, what did I do after that? Oh, after that it was my birthday, and I don't know, we still don't really have a big like network of friends here. Our life is totally different than it was in Toronto, and so for this year, for my birthday, we just spent it at home. It's super warm. It's super warm. It's very nice. I think overall this is the one thing I do really enjoy about living in Texas is the weather. It's just always hot, it's always sunny, it's always amazing. The pool water feels like a bath, like it's gorgeous.
Bugs down here.
Oh, ew.
The cicadas.
Oh, ew.
Happy birthday!
Because it's my birthday, I'm requesting that HoneyBii makes dinner for me, and fortunately for him, we have HelloFresh, so it's much easier.
I'm working on it.
No.
Almost ready.
What do we got on the menu? What's it called? It's called One Pan Santa Fe Pork Tacos. Let's see if we can do that. And and I hear a kitty making business in the bin. It's sus. We got Har, we got Flynn. It's sus. So because we're going to Las Vegas in like 3 days, I made these business cards, and I can't remember if I showed you guys in the vlog. I know I posted it to Instagram, but I don't think I vlogged it at all because we've been in the Japan series. But like, I made these shifting business cards for Cosmoprof that we're going to, so that when we hand them out, they're like unique. Because like, you know, when people make business cards in the past, like they're always usually very like basic, very cheap, very standard. They usually get them like 2,000 of them. But I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I don't need that many. So we just got a small quantity of these premium, super premium, custom designed shifting. I can't remember the correct term for this kind of effect, but I love it. It's like super old school. It reminds me of like when I was a kid and you'd get cool like collector cards and they changed like images like that, and it was super fun and fancy. So I got those made and I came up with the idea by myself. I designed it, so I'm really excited, and hopefully we give them out. I don't know if we will, but if we do, I hope it's like a cool, memorable experience for any suppliers that we meet at the convention. So I wanted to do Las Vegas again because it's easy. Las Vegas is easy and it's low effort. You just have to go there and have a hotel, and everything else you can do basically for free unless you want to do some shows. So we went to do Las Vegas again, but this time we delayed it a few days past my birthday because it just so happens that Cosmoprof, the biggest convention in North America for like skincare and cosmetics, was happening at kind of around the same time frame. So I was like, oh my gosh, we should go, but we should be going as Glow Atelier, and we should, you know, talk to distributors as a brand, because I've been to Cosmoprof once before in my life when I was in college, and like it was just kind of as a consumer going around just like purchasing products and, you know, looking. But this time we went as a brand, and it was such a unique experience to, you know, talk to distributors face to face, because usually it's just over chat or email. But to be able to talk to them face to face and see their product in live, in person, and what they're capable of doing was such a good experience. And I got a lot of business cards, I got a lot of brochures, and I also handed out a lot of business cards as well. And so many brands were impressed with the business cards that I designed, so I'm really happy about that. But Las Vegas ended up being really hard and not enjoyable because Minnie died the night that we landed in Las Vegas. We are in Las Vegas for my birthday trip and convention, but it's been a really sad morning as I woke up finding out Minnie died, our family dog. I've been crying like all morning, but she apparently had 2 strokes, and then by the time they got her into the vet, they found out she had like a mass on her heart that like took over her whole chest, which grew over the course of like 1.5 years without us knowing. So she lived for about 10 years. It feels a bit too soon for her to be gone. I feel like we should have gotten like 3 more years out of her at least, but it was her time, and I'm just happy that my sister happened to be visiting home when it happened. But I'm going to try to not think about it too much for the literally 1.5 days that we're here, because we're going to our first convention. And I made these custom shirts. You see the lighting's bad in here now, it's been a while, but I made these custom shirts for Glow Atelier. We're going to Cosmoprof, and I got like the logo on the back, and then I made this useless branded visor as well. So this is the this is the vibe for the evening. I don't know, this fanny pack needs to be a bit tighter. I feel like it's gonna fall off, but I don't want it to cover up the logo on my back. So we're going to go to Cosmoprof now, maybe grab some breakfast if we can find anywhere that has breakfast. But we are excited for our first convention. And then later tonight, we're doing the birthday fancy celebrations and casino and everything. So it's gonna be a really interesting day. Let's head on out. But we are at the Saddles restaurant inside the Bellagio where we're staying. And I was surprised we could get in because it's a really busy place, and they said like there was no wait list or whatever. But we're here and we're gonna do mimosa and then a little brekkie and then head on over to the convention after. We've got HoneyBii here, also rocking his Glow Atelier shirt that I made for him. Yeah. They have a tram service between some of the casinos and hotels, which is super convenient because it's a 40-minute walk from the Bellagio down the strip all the way to, where is it? The Mandalay Bay, which is like apparently the most common convention center out of all of them, because I think every single hotel casino has a convention center, but I feel like a lot of them are at Mandalay Bay. But yeah, we're not walking, it's like 43 degrees Celsius. We're taking a break from the convention because we're so thirsty. We've talked to I don't know how many booths, like 5, 6 booths for packaging and some labs in South Korea. We were so dehydrated, so now we're in this mega line for Starbucks to get a drink and take a break for a little bit. But I'm so happy because the business cards I make, I can't remember if I ever showed you guys in the vlogs, but the business cards that I made, getting so many compliments on them. Oh no. Oh no, someone's phone. And if you guys remember from my vlogs, especially when we were living in Toronto, I would show Minnie here and there, my family dog. And honestly, it's still really hard to think about because it was so sudden. It was so just out of nowhere, and like the cause was so instant that like there was nothing like preventative we could have done, it seems. So like after they did the x-ray before she passed and after she passed, they determined that she developed a growth on her heart that burst. So it caused her to stroke, and then also it caused her potentially to suffocate, because in her post-death x-ray, it was like her whole chest cavity was filled with fluid, which presumably was blood. So just really shocking and very upsetting. And you know, it's been, honestly, the summer after that had been really, really hard, and I didn't film much after that Las Vegas because it was just really hard. So that was really upsetting because, you know, we definitely, all of us thought Minnie was going to outlive our first family dog that lived to 14. We thought Minnie would live to 14 or 15 because she was so high energy. She was so, like, even right before she died, like my sister was there for a few days before visiting, and my sister was like, it was like out of nowhere. She just, you know, she was running around, she was playing, she was normal, she was high energy, and it was just like bam. So it's just so shocking and upsetting and like heartbreaking. And with that, I actually went and visited my dad after, about a month after, in August, and I didn't film any of it because it was just really hard to be there because my dad's also very old. He's not doing well. If you guys recall, he actually has Parkinson's disease, so you know, now he's alone and without Minnie, and that just terrifies us, me and my sister, because we also can't move back to Canada. Like, I have my business here. I can't just abandon my business and let it disappear, right? I'm not at a point where I can have employees and, you know, keep the business rolling without me being present and packing and doing everything, right? So I can't, also I have my cats I have to take care of here. I have my husband here. And it's just, it's not so easy to get to a point of like, I need to move back and be with my dad. And also like, it's just like, how long would that be, right? And how much of my life would I give up if I did something like that, you know? And how long would that go for? So it's very hard. And while I was in Toronto, I actually surprised my dad and I got him a kitten, which definitely is too early, and I didn't vlog it because it wasn't an easy trip. It was a very emotional trip, and it was a very hard trip, and it wasn't easy being there, and it was very hard to come back here as well. But I got, my husband and I, HoneyBii, got him a kitten because he needs company, and even though it's early and he you know, it's not enough time to mourn Minnie's passing. It was determined on our part that it's worse for him to be alone than to not have Minnie or anybody at all. So who knows if he'll keep the kitten long term. I gave him the rule that he has to try until Christmas, until we're visiting in Christmas time. And if at that point he determines it's too hard for him, then we'll take the kitten back with us here. But I think even if it's challenging to have a kitten, I think it's better than being alone and in silence. So I'm actually going back to Toronto tomorrow to visit my dad for 10 days and just spend time with him. And again, I don't think I'm gonna vlog it because, you know, my like the situation is not really the happiest there. It's you know, it's a bit sad and heartbreaking, so I'm not gonna vlog any of that. But overall, the summer was interesting and busy, and Glow is definitely taking over more of my life than I ever imagined it would. And we're now in a point where I'm now in a point where I hired somebody and just for marketing help, like part-time, and that's exciting. I'm excited to have some form of help, and we'll see how that goes. But like Glow is literally my entire life, and this summer I feel like we didn't explore as much as I would have liked. Like we went to Dallas once, and I shared that vlog with you guys, and then we went to Las Vegas, and we went, actually no, it was about the same as last year. It was literally the exact same as last year. We went to Dallas, we went to Las Vegas, and then we went to Canada to visit family, and that was kind of it. That was kind of it. Oh no, oh my gosh. No, I have a vlog coming out next. We went to New Orleans, you guys. We went to New Orleans. I've been wanting to go the whole time we've been living in the US, and just like it's been hurricane after hurricane. And currently there have been 2 hurricanes in the North Carolinas and also in Florida that are really devastating. And to anybody who's living in those areas and who is watching this vlog who may have been affected by those hurricanes, I'm really praying for you guys. I'm sorry, and I hope you can get the support that you guys need, because it really is horrible what's happening in those areas. And fortunately, we got to go to New Orleans, and that area wasn't affected by the hurricanes that are ongoing right now. So we got very, very lucky, and we got to enjoy an amazing trip. But yeah, I'll get that vlog out to you guys, but my mind is fully encompassed by Glow Atelier and my skincare company, and it's crazy, this kind of life pivot. And when I talk with my friends, like my friend Rachel, about like, you know, like 3-4 years ago, my social media presence was so different, and I struggle so hard now to keep up with what social media demands of me versus like what my business demands of me, and balancing the two. I have such a hard time. And I think like in terms of filming vlogs in my life, I don't know, I feel like that time might be done for me, and I might just go back to like filming makeup videos here and there. I don't know, like we'll see, but like to vlog is just like, it's really hard for me because the day-to-day is me working at my desk for Glow Atelier, and you know, most days I'm living in my onesie jumpsuit, and I don't know, so we'll see. I'm gonna try to switch it up and add like a lot of more like Douyin style inspired makeup videos in here in the mix, and then vlog here and there. We'll see, because my life is so different now. But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching today's vlog. I'm going to finish editing this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of chatty life update. Kind of talking about what my summer was like, and then like things here and there. And I will see you in the New Orleans vlog next time.